Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And Division 2's Secret Vendor has restocked and we're going to be checking out Cassie Mendoza. And if you do not know how to find her, you first have to find the snitch and do his bounty. So if you've never done that, I'm going to leave a link. You can click somewhere on the screen. You can also wait to the end of the video and I will show you a couple locations to find him real quick. So you can just sit tight through the loot and at the end, go find the snitch. But before we get started, if you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe, and if you liked the video, smash that like button. We're a small channel, but we're getting bigger and bigger every day. Alright, so let's check out what Cassie has. So the first thing she has is the Glory Days Assault Rifle. This is a P416 variant. Came with 11.7 assault rifle damage, 14.5 health damage, and a max roll-on headshot damage. Only reason I would pick this up is just to get that headshot damage. I'm not sure if it rolls like that, but I don't think so. So we have perfect nearsighted, receive plus 100% stability at the cost of 35% optimal range. Now this is just not a good talent. I don't like it on this gun. If it came on the FAMAS, it would be much better, but this is just a P416 with the range of an SMG, and I would just pass on it. Now we have strategic alignment. Now this is a China light name backpack, and I never honestly seen this in the game or drop, so I went ahead and picked this up for myself already, just so I could say I have it in my stash. And it comes with perfect shock and awe. Applying a status effect to an enemy increases the total skill damage and repair by 20% for 27 seconds. Now this could be used really good for like an artillery build, a mortar build, you know, it would sync really well with that. And it came with 5.4 critical hit chance and 10% skill haste. You could always reroll that critical hit chance or keep it and reroll skill damage if you were trying to do a hybrid build. Also have a God Roll Negotiator Dilemmas backpack. Now this is a must have if you're going to run a Negotiator's Dilemma build. No matter what, it just does so much damage. So let's say I'm doing 100k each shot. I'm going to hit 3 other targets with 100k. So actually I'm doing 3. You're doing about 3 times the damage. It may not look like it when you're using this set, but you are doing so much damage. It's ridiculous. And you pull a lot of aggro. And this is a God roll because we're just going to keep that weapon damage. And we would ideally reroll this to critical hit or critical hit damage because that's where this set really thrives. We have another tip of the spear. 12% weapon damage and 5% critical hit chance. Not a bad roll at all. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We also have the Future Initiative gloves. Came with 17% repair skills. If you're a healer and you're looking for a better repair skill build, go ahead and pick that up. Now we have Future Initiative knee pads too. I guess we are trying to get those healers out there. 10.8% skill haste, and we have the hardwired holster. This also came with 10.4 skill haste. This is a really good go-to skill build if you're just getting into the game or you just want to chill and don't want to really do anything else and just drop those cluster mines off. Now we have the Foundry Bulwark. This is a really good for tanking set. Probably one of the best starter tanking sets and like all around probably best tanking set in the game if you have the right backpack and chest piece. Come with a mid-roll on armor, not too bad. You can always do that and re-roll that skill damage for armor regen if you're going to be running a full tank build. We also have a FAMAS 2010. That's mid-tier rolls. I would just pass on it. I think the only other thing that I saw in here that was worth talking about was this Fenris, and only reason it has that for your recal library, 10% explosive resistance, but it's a mid-tier roll, so you could still make it work and re-roll that for critical hit damage, but I would pass on it if it was me. Alright guys, you have a great day. That's all we have for Cassie. If you're looking for builds, go ahead and check out my channel. I'll leave a link, click on the box or whatever. Stay forward or stay tuned for Snitch. I'll see you guys next time. To get to Cassie Mendoza and get her sweet goods, we need to find the snitch, aka Jared Nash, and he's randomly about the map in different places, but he always has the same spawn location, so he'll always be in the same places, but he's just going to be in different places. There's different maps and stuff you can find throughout the internet and online through Reddit and stuff like that, but they really don't help. There's a few spots where we can always find them, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The best spots where I always find them, I went through about 50, 60 different locations where I've seen online where people, oh, he's always here. No, he's never here. And the map doesn't help. They said that there'll be activities throughout the map and it will disappear when you get close to him. but it's not that easy because you can only see the question marks above his head when you're like 20, 30 feet away from him. But we're going to find him, and it's not going to be that hard. And the trickiest part is going to be to complete his bounty that he drops. So let's get started and show you where he's at, guys. All right, guys. First place we're going to stop by and try to find the snitch at is at the Truman Safe House. It's in Foggy Bottom, and we're going to be looking for him right next to a little lockbox directly across the street, directly to the west. You can see right where I marked it. So if you have not unlocked that or have not found it yet in the world, it's not going to show up. So just click on the map there and just start walking there. It's really easy to find. There'll be a couple trucks around the area, as you'll see. All right, once you run up the hill, it'll be right on our left. You'll see the lockbox, and you can just usually shoot up the fence. I usually come here first every time because it's new day, refresh, get free loot. Maybe I get something, but usually never get anything else. And Jared Nash, or the snitch, he'll be right behind there, right behind this truck. As you can see, you got to be really close to see him, guys. He won't even pop up unless you're like 20 feet away from him. And there he is. Luckily, we got him right when we headed to the Truman house, and we're going to accept his bounty. Once you complete that bounty, we'll be able to find Cassie, but I'm going to go into more detail in a sec. We're going to go into a couple other locations. Okay, the next location is going to be the Lincoln Memorial, and we're going to just fast travel straight to that spawn point. And as soon as we get there, we're just going to turn around, and we're just going to start running down, heading towards the Washington Monument. Just heading down there, we're going to hug the right side. We're going to see like a little forest, a group of trees, and we're just going to keep running. Usually he's not here, but every once in a while he will be. One thing to note is if he's in combat or there's any like fighting NPCs fighting with each other around the map, we're not going to be able to find him. But today he was here. Usually when there's nobody here, he'll always be here. But if there's just one NPC, just one dude hanging out, he gets skittish and he runs away. I think it's just part of it. If there's any combat, he just won't spawn in. I don't know why it is, but let's move on to the next spot. All right, our third spot is going to be over in DZ East. We're not going to actually go in the DZ. We're just going to go to the checkpoint, and the checkpoint is called Charlie Checkpoint. It's the northernmost one up top. You'll be able to find it, and we're just going to leave and head out the door, and we're just going to start heading directly to our right. And you're going to see some ladders up on the side of the building. Yep, right up there, and we're going to climb up. And he's going to be up inside these office buildings. Usually would probably be able to see him right now if he was there, but I don't think he is there this time. So hopefully he's there next time, but I usually don't find him here, but every once in a while you get lucky and it's a really close spot. All right, guys, we are on the final spot, and this is probably the best spot to find the snitch any time of the week. If you come here Tuesday, right when the servers reset, I almost find him here every single time. Sometimes I'll just log out and come back to this spot, and it's really easy to find him. So we are heading to 1040 Safe House, and we are going to be going out the southeast exit today. And it's really hard to miss. This guy's really easy to find and almost there probably 90% of the time. I'd say 9 out of 10 times I come to look for him, he is here. So I would always check here. I just like to check the Truman house just because, you know, there's always loot. So we're just going to head out of the southeast exit and just run straight ahead, going down this windy little path, and we're going to end up taking our left. I ended up taking a little detour because I have tunnel vision and I can't stay on track at all. So we'll head back, but when we go down that path, we're just going to head left, and we're just going to go straight ahead, and we're going to take our very next left, and you'll just see a little gate, and you'll run through, and we're going to run through all the way to the end, and eventually you'll see that little green triangle over his head, and he's back here, and there's a weapon box that you can open too, and you'll see him there, and we're just going to accept his bounty, and we're going to grab it. If you already did the bounty, great. And you just got to go and head over to Cassie.